Um, Hi everyone, my name is Fernando Antonio. Most people call me Nando, but please do not call me Nandos. So today I'll be talking about what will happen post COVID-19, specifically in the township, regional property market basically. As you've known that I've been talking about property specifically or primarily the township property market. So we've all known that a lot of things have been happening in terms of affecting our lives in general. People are losing their jobs. The economy was actually on some standstill. But it's only now that we are trying to go back to our normal lives, basically, so that the economy runs again, basically. Yeah. So a lot of things are happening, and a lot has been affected. People have been affected economically, mentally as well, in terms of losing loved ones. So what does this mean for the township property market? Okay, so this basically means that there'll be a lot of supply in terms of those who are selling properties in the township because they've lost their jobs. People will try to cover up for their losses, for their financial losses. So in order to cover up, people will be selling off their properties basically, or their assets rather. So if one has two properties, they'll probably sell one just to cover up for the loss, of the income they've been losing due to COVID-19, and also due to being maybe retrenched, or with some people losing their jobs as well. So there'll be a very low demand in terms of buying properties in the township, because in terms of finances, people won't be able to have the finance to buy properties, cash, or even with bonds. Some people wouldn't necessarily qualify as well, because of the COVID-19, and some would have lost their jobs, etc. So it becomes a huge challenge, specifically for the people in the township as well, who normally rely on having a job basically, as opposed to running a business and sustaining it. So yeah, so there'll be a few demand in terms of buying properties, specifically cash. As we've known, the township property market is a cash market. Specifically, if we're talking about the brackets, whereas of properties basically ranging from, let's say, a minimum of 300,000. So most normally people buy cash. 300,000 and below, people buy cash without any form of finance. So yeah, so there'll be few supply of people looking to buy properties cash, because of the economy that actually went down for a moment due to the COVID-19. So things were actually in standstill. So for those who are selling properties, there'll be more people selling properties. So it's going to be an advantage basically for those who are buying properties. It's going to be an advantage in the sense that it's going to be a buyer's market. So those who are willing to buy, those who have the financial power, will be the ones who will be dictating the market in terms of the value of the properties, in terms of the purchase price basically. So they'll be determining as to how much they're willing to offer on the properties. So those who are selling, they won't have much power in terms of deciding how much they want to sell their properties for. So hence why I'm saying it's going to be a buyer's market. Before pre-COVID-19, it was actually a seller's market. Sellers were the ones who were determining as to how much they're willing to sell off their properties for. But now that's not the case. Things have actually been changed. So the roles have been reversed. In the sense that those who are buying properties will be the ones who will be dictating as to how much they're willing to put on offer for a property. So those who are selling wouldn't have much of a choice, because people will be selling off their properties. People will be going to the Eastern Cape or Limpopo, wherever people are coming from. Things will be a bit hectic as well, because people are losing their jobs, etc. So it's going to be really tough for those who are selling properties in the township. As we've all seen, what has been happening, people losing their job. That's the reality. So there's nothing really much we can do about that. Let's just hope that things will go back to normal in terms of the economy. People will start getting their jobs back, or more jobs will be created. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one basically, for sellers basically. For most of us, it's going to be a difficult one. Yeah, so that's basically what will happen in a nutshell in terms of the township property market. So for those who will be expecting to buy, this is a perfect time to buy basically. If you want to buy property, this is a perfect time. For the sellers as well, there isn't much of a choice right now in terms of dictating as to how much you want to sell it for, but you do have a bit of finances that will help you sustain yourself for the next, let's say, 6 months or so, or until you find a job. Then be it, you can keep your property or refrain from selling your property until a certain period of time where you feel like it's actually a good time for you to sell. Yeah, but for those who are buying, this is actually the best time to buy property. You have more power to negotiate and convince the sellers as well. It's actually the best time to do so. So yeah, guys, please do subscribe on my channel as well. Please just click on the red button below and subscribe in order to get more of my videos with regards to Township property market. And also, if you need more information, just comment on my comment as well below. Send your comments below and tell me what you want to know more of, and I'll basically post more videos as to the particular topic that you want me to touch on as well. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel. I'll see you next time.